because there are now 18,000 different cryptocurrencies. It is possible that many lucrative chances are passing people by without being fully recognized. Despite the fact that large cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ether, as well as popular meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, tend to garner the most of the headlines and the majority of the attention from traders, there are now more than 18,000 different cryptocurrencies. While others can be wonderful prospects for investing, others rightfully deserve to remain obscure. Here are 3 digital currencies that you probably haven't heard of, but which have the potential to become valuable hidden gems. Give this video a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button. Number 3. Filecoin. Filecoin, FAL 1.86%, is not your typical cryptocurrency despite having the greatest market valuation on this list at over $3.6 billion. It operates on a peer-to-peer network, which allows for the simplification of data storage. Users of the network are rewarded in Filecoins for making more storage space available on their personal devices for the purpose of safely storing the data of other users of the network. The network is able to provide more competitive pricing for this distributed cloud storage than traditional data storage firms. Customers of the network have the ability to select the mix of redundancy, access speed, and cost that best satisfies their requirements thanks to the fact that various types of providers offer a variety of storage solutions. I believe that one sector of the blockchain universe that offers a lot of differentiation and potential is networks that apply blockchain technology to domains other than those of financial transactions, despite the fact that a great deal still needs to take place before these networks can truly become sustainable. The Internet Archive was the recipient of a donation of 50,000 Filecoins, valued at $10,000,000 from the Filecoin Foundation in April of 2021. In addition, Brewster Kahle, the founder of Internet Archive, and Wendy Hanamura, the director of partnerships at Internet Archive, have joined the boards of advisors for Filecoin and the Filecoin Foundation for the Decentralized Web, respectively. Number 2. Harmony 1. Harmony 1.42% is a relatively new blockchain network that now has a market valuation of approximately $1.4 billion. It's a rock-solid network when you look at it from a technological perspective. Harmony is confident that it has found solutions to many of the problems that have prevented other blockchain networks from successfully scaling. These problems include avoiding network congestion problems while also maintaining the decentralization aspect that is essential to the appeal of blockchains. It does this through a process known as sharding, which divides its network into various groups of validators. These validators validate transactions and create new blocks by working with different portions of the blockchain database. It is the protocol that numerous blockchain networks, including Ethereum, are currently in the process of migrating to in order to take advantage of new features. On its network, Harmony is capable of processing 2,000 transactions per second, which is a quantity that is comparable to the capacity that Visa possesses. Harmony, on the other hand, has high hopes that its network would one day be able to process 10 million transactions per second. The creation of new blocks in Harmony is also based on a concept called proof of stake, which requires validators to stake tokens in order to confirm the legitimacy of transactions. This method is far more energy efficient than the proof of work mining principles on which blockchain networks like Bitcoin were initially founded. Proof of work mining concepts require a significant amount of computational power in order to solve cryptographic challenges. When compared to other networks, Harmony's gas fees, which represent the cost of executing transactions, are far lower than those of competing networks. Within the framework of the Harmony consensus model, the one token functions as a stake. Holders have the opportunity to earn block rewards and are rewarded for their contributions to the system's continued smooth operation. Before we move any further, subscribe us now. Like many other Layer 2, L2 platforms, Harmony has its own community token called Harmony 1. This token emphasizes the protocol's goal of assisting open consensus procedures for billions of people all over the world. The Harmony 1 token is required in order to participate in any of the platform's activities or utilize any of its amenities. This includes voting, paying transaction fees and gas fees, staking, and earning rewards. Up until March 2020, The Harmony 1 token was going to be subject to a dynamic inflation schedule. In later years, the rate of inflation was adjusted to a constant percentage each year. Scalability issues are addressed, and transaction and block generation times are decreased, all thanks to Harmony's implementation of random state sharding. The network is able to cut down on latency by dividing the database into smaller pieces, which are referred to as shards, thanks to the random state sharding technique. In addition, sharding makes it possible to conduct transactions in a timeframe that is nearly instantaneous while simultaneously reducing the likelihood of network congestion. The sharding method makes use of an adaptive proof of stake (POS) consensus mechanism, which is based on a distributed randomness generation procedure. This procedure forms the basis for the method. This combination makes possible security, scalability, and verification that is both straightforward and uncomplicated. The BFT protocol is utilized by the Harmony network. One variation of this protocol is known as the Fast Byzantine Fault Tolerance Protocol, FBFT. By processing transactions in parallel, FBFT is able to increase both the speed and the efficiency of the Harmony network. While doing so, Harmony reduces the amount of money spent on communication by signing transactions with an aggregate signature. This makes it possible for at least 250 validators to come to an agreement in under 2 seconds. Number 1. Scash. Scash, ZC 0.55%, which has a market cap of $2.1 billion, is a cryptocurrency that operates on a blockchain network that places an emphasis on users' anonymity. When the initial blockchain networks were built, one of the primary goals was to create an inclusive system that would allow anybody with internet access to send and receive money. This was accomplished by making blockchain networks decentralized. Creating a decentralized system was another option, with the goal of preventing any one authority from amassing an excessive amount of control over the movement of funds across the network. However, due to the fact that a blockchain is by definition a public ledger, it is not possible to completely conceal transactions that take place on a blockchain. Even if it could be challenging to track them down, they are still out there for everyone to discover. Scash has developed a network that allows users to conduct transactions in either a public or private manner. Users have the option of doing this by utilizing a public T address or a private Z address when conducting a transaction. On the public ledger, all of the transactions may still be seen, but those that take place between two Z addresses do not reveal the transaction amounts or memos, because these details are hidden by encryption. Both Z addresses and T addresses are able to send and receive transactions with one another. Scash is an attractive choice for individuals who place a high emphasis on their privacy. It is interesting to note that the utmost number of Scash coins that can ever be produced is 21 million, which is a cap that is comparable to that of Bitcoin. So which gem did you find the most useful? Hit the subscribe button before you leave.